And so part of what keeps dialogue among men civilized is the possibility that it won't be civilized if it goes too sideways. And everybody knows that.
Canadians have stepped up to protect each other, to protect our frontline workers, to protect our elders, to protect our young people.
But there is none of that online, because anybody can post anything about anyone, no matter how denigrating and derisive, especially if they do it anonymously.
To protect people like truckers who are putting food on our grocery store shelves.
And there's zero consequence. In fact, quite the opposite. If they're good at it, they get a lot of attention, and the social media companies will monetize it. And so not only is it not inhibited, it's actually facilitated. And this isn't a trivial problem, because if the psychopaths multiply enough, they take the whole society out.
Canadians have stepped up to do the right thing to protect the freedoms and the rights of Canadians to get back to the things we love to do.
Yeah, well, so you're talking about this proclivity of open online discourse to turn into a kind of swarm, and characterized by the presence of, well, I really do think it heats up the whole political environment, because, you know, you alluded to earlier the fact that there's lots of things people won't say in person.
We know the way through this pandemic is by getting everyone vaccinated.
Partly for legal reasons, but also partly for physical reasons. And both the legal and the physical constraints are removed in the virtualized world. And that does seem to produce an unbelievable flowering of pathological commentary.
And the overwhelming majority, close to 90% of Canadians, have done exactly that.
And then I really do believe that that makes everyone think the world and the people in it are a lot worse than they really are. Because it magnifies the effect of this tiny minority, especially the sadists, you know. Because it magnifies the effect of this tiny minority.
The small fringe minority of people who are on their way to Ottawa or who are holding unacceptable views that they're expressing. And so not only is it not inhibited, it's actually facilitated. And this isn't a trivial problem, because if the psychopaths multiply enough, they take the whole society out. Do not represent the views of Canadians who have been there for each other, who know that following the science and stepping up to protect each other is the best way to continue to ensure our freedoms, our rights, our values as a country.
Seriously, I cannot understand a single word you're saying.